tuning in Tarot, and today I'll be doing a how to strengthen your intuition video. Alright, so with that, well, the way I work for these is I generally get an idea, I write it down, I let my mind percolate on it, and then a couple of weeks later I'll talk about it. So this week I'm going to talk about listening to your intuitive nudges and why it is important, or listening to your intuition, or listening to those little hints that you get which mention something that is kind of out of the ordinary and not really in your habit, but then that you get from your intuition, right? Now, I know in my case, okay, I had a couple of those that I did not listen to, and then I had some of those that I did listen to, and I'm going to explain which ones they were. So the first intuitive nudge that I wrote down was when I've noticed that when I didn't listen to my intuition, things, like when I didn't do what my intuition suggested I do, something went slightly wrong. It's not like it's the end of the world, but it would have been better if it didn't happen, right? So for example, I have written down that because I didn't move my dictionary that I have, that I placed in a specific way on my desk, it toppled over and it made something fall, which caused it to break into a million pieces, and that was kind of it could have been a bad omen. Well, it was a bad omen that I didn't listen to my intuition, which was a sign for me that I should listen to my intuition more. Then, like a day or two later, I decided to move a present my sister had given me for Christmas, and due to the fact that I moved it, it fell and it broke. But that was because I listened to my intuition, so it's like my intuition wanted me to, I really don't understand why my intuition suggested I move it. Actually, it would have been fine if I left it alone, but then I tweaked it, and that's what made it fall, which is interesting. So those are things that, interestingly enough, happen. Now, I don't know why that present needed to be broken. I have no clue. Maybe for me to fix it. I don't know. But the whole thing is that, what I'm trying to say is, well, the present breaking is not really good. Well, actually, forget about the present breaking. I don't know why I brought that up, but the one thing about my dictionary toppling the present over, that my intuitive nudge told me to move it, and then I didn't move it, and then that plate broke. Okay, that was me not listening to my intuition. Then, okay, examples of the times when I did listen to my intuition, alright, was when one day, okay, I had stuff to do, but then my intuition told me to go outside. I got an intuitive nudge to go outside, and this was during the summer. So I went outside, and we live on a very big lot, and which kind of is close to the lake, right? So I went towards the lakeside, and I was very happily surprised to see a family of ducks making their way towards the water. And I saw them so cute, and the parents were waddling before them and like in front, and then the ducklings were waddling behind their parents, and then they felt me coming and they started running away. Or another time when I got the same intuitive nudge to go outside. So I went outside to the lakeside, and what did I see? A fox, like a teenage fox, that was looking at me like I was, what's she doing here? Why is she looking at me funny? That type of look. I was really happy to see that fox. It was like a teenage fox, so it was wasn't fully red, but it wasn't brown. It wasn't like the full size of a fox, but it was like half. So it wasn't child, but it wasn't adult either. It was like the in between, the no man's land, or the what am I? Am I a fox? Am I a kid? I don't know. That. So I mean, and another time, all right, I would have possibly dated someone, but gotten into a relationship with someone, but my intuition stopped me from going and talking to him, and or was it my ego to not seem I'm not sure what it was, but whatever it is, I'm happy because I feel like it would have gone sideways and south very quickly if I had. So it's what I mean to say is if I had followed my egoic nudge to go and talk to him, it would have gone sideways and very quickly, and that would have been kind of bad for the family's image because, yeah, and in the Armenian community, family is everything, right? So one of the things I don't want to do is lessen my family's reputation, and so if I would have done that, that would have, I feel, completely at least lessened the standing my family has with certain other families, and I'm not gonna go there. So, I mean, all of this to say that sometimes intuitive nudges come to you, but then there's also the ego that comes into play, which I know sounds a little counterintuitive, but there's times where you need to listen to what to some reason, to some extent. I don't know. It's like, yes, okay. Let's put it this way. Your intuition wants to help you expand and grow and move forward as a soul. Because you are a soul living a human experience. That's the essence of why we are here, right? I feel like that's the premise. In any case, so I feel like that lesson, the lesson about that guy that I would have dated if I had gone and talked to him would have been a lesson in the sense that it would have showed me some contrast, like some things I didn't want and some things I did want in my relationships. That would have helped me grow. Right? Because the soul doesn't see good or bad. It only sees what happens. And that is basically how you should look at things. Like, it's not good or bad, it's just something that happened, and your perception of it is what's going to give it its flavor, right? Its connotation. If it's good or bad, it's only depending on how you see it, how you perceive it. So if you want to make the best out of a situation, even if it's not that great, right? Just always find those little nuggets that you can celebrate. For example, I was hit by a car, right? Not fun. I mean, it took me 7 years to get back to somewhat normal, somewhat something that resembled normacy, but it taught me a lot. So I'm pretty sure my soul is like, yes, this was what I need. And actually, I personally think that this was what I needed to become better, stronger, more better at interacting with people. And I need that reset. Because that's how I feel like my accident was. It was a complete reset from what I had, like the social training that I had gone through. You know, because we have what other people tell us affect how we perceive ourselves, how we act in public, and how we interact with other people, and how we perceive ourselves. And so the fact that I was hit by that car reset it, reset my gauge to 0. And I was able to revisit some stuff that I had put on the sidelines because of social conditioning, or family conditioning, or what have you. So all of this to say that sometimes listening to your intuitive nudges is great, okay? But other times, also being able to discern what is from your what is an intuitive nudge and what is an egoic push is extremely important as well. And because you don't always want to go after your intuitive nudges, because sometimes it will be like the death of your social standing, or I don't know, you might follow your own intuition for that one. But basically, it's just saying, yes, use your intuitive nudges, but use common sense as well. Right? Just like for anything else, right? Moderation is crucial. Well, moderation is in good taste. At least I know that's what they say in our alcohol, on the radio. That moderation has good taste in regards to drugs, in regards to drinking and stuff. So even moderation has good taste when it comes to your intuition. Please be mindful of that, right? Because I'm pretty sure you're at least my higher self would put me through the most difficult stuff. I think my higher self wants me to go through the difficult stuff so that I can learn lessons quicker. I don't know why it does this to me. Maybe I had decided this before coming down to earth, and it's just not payback, but it's just, let's see what we can put Tar through, right? Or let's see what we could put this avatar through. Haha. I have no idea, but it's kind of funny, but it's not at the same time. I'm just like, why? So, all this to say, follow your intuitive nudges, but responsibly. And with a little logic behind it, kind of. You still have to know when to really let go. In French, we say lâcher prise, which means you completely let go and you just follow your intuition, which is really important. But then you kind of lose track of this human experience that you're living, and that's not good either, right? Because at the end of the day, we are all still humans. So at the very least, you need some social interaction. Some, right? At least that's my interpretation. So that is all that I have for you guys this week, alright? If you like this, and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my price. Now, like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell to be notified when I post some stuff, as well as leaving me a comment. I adore comments. I read them all. I'm going to answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all. And with that being said, my gorgeous and fellow collective, gorgeous collective, let's end it at that, gorgeous collective, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye!